If you're new to Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga, this is going to be a great class for you. All the asanas that we will do in this video are going to be modified, which means they're going to be made more accessible. If you have a block handy and a strap, that's great. If not, it doesn't matter. I will also give options without these two props. So when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. So nice and tall in Tadasana, feet just the way they are, at hip bones apart. Activate through the inner thighs. Imagine you want to bring the heels together towards one another. Engage the lower abs in, widen the rib cage with each inhalation. Bring the chin parallel to the floor and the tip of the tongue towards the upper palate of the mouth. Fingertips nice and active, palms can face forward. Let's take 2 breaths here just to ground ourselves. Long inhale and long exhale. Even inhalation and even exhalation. On your next inhalation, bring the arms over the head and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward from the hips, soften the knees, bend the knees a lot, drop the head in. Inhale, look up, extend the knees, extend the spine, bend the knees, plant the hands on the floor, step both feet back. Bring the shoulders over the wrist, high plank, inhale here, put the knees on the floor and go down slowly, touch the belly and the chest in the same time on the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, keep the elbows bent, baby cobra, beautiful. Tuck the toes under, move the hips up and back into your inverted V-shaped position. Bring the feet slightly in, keep the feet either at hip bones apart or at sit bones apart. You can keep the knees bent here, so maybe, yes, beautiful. Alice is demonstrating at the moment with the knees bent. If the hamstrings are tight, the knees are better to be bent. The neck is relaxed, the gaze is between the knees. The palms are pressing into the floor. Make sure that the knuckle of the second finger is really grounded. When you're ready, look forward. Inhale, step to the front of the mat and lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold, bend the knees a lot, relax the neck. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart, Tadasana. 2 more. Inhale, bring the arms up, gaze, thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, look up, extend the spine, plant the hand, bend the knees, put the hands on the mat, step back, both feet step back. Extra inhalation in high plank, so one straight line, put the knees on the floor and go down slowly to the floor. Beautiful. Keep the hands where they are. Inhale, baby cobra, push the hands into the floor, tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back into your inverted V-shaped position. 5 deep breaths here. You can pedal the knees to open the back of the hamstrings if you need to. The hands are either at shoulder width apart or maybe slightly wider if the shoulders are tight. The knees can be bent if the hamstrings are tight. 1 more breath. Look forward, take as many steps as you need to come with the feet in between the hands and look up. Exhale, fold from the hips, soften the knees if you need to. Inhale, come all the way up, reach the arms over the head. Exhale, hands to heart, Tadasana. Last one, inhale, bring the arms up, look thumbs. Exhale, forward fold from the hips, soften the knees. Inhale, look up, straighten the knees, plant the hands, step both feet back, bring the shoulders over the wrists, high plank position, put the knees on the floor and go down slowly. Let's do an upward facing dog. So bring the hands next to the rib cage, straighten the arms and lift the chest, push the hands into the floor. Nice. Hips up and back into downward facing dog. Set the feet at hip bones apart. 5 deep breaths here. 1. Fingers are nice and spread. Make sure you're not allowing the weight to go on the smallest fingers. So imagine you want to bring the hands together towards one another. Look to the front of the mat. Inhale, step to the front of the mat and lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold from the hips, head in. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll take Sun Salutation B. Inhale, bend the knees, touch the floor with the hands and reach the arms over the head. The hands can be a shoulder width apart. Exhale, go down from the hips and relax the neck. Inhale, halfway up, hands on the shin, lift the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back. Extra breath in high plank and lower slowly all the way down to the mat. Hands next to the rib cage. Lift the heart, upward facing dog. Send the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Take an extra breath here. Exhale, step the foot forward in between the hands and lower the back heel down at 45 degrees. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Warrior one. Look up if you can, otherwise look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step the front foot back. High plank as you breathe in and lower slowly down with control. Hands next to the rib cage, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Chin in, buttocks back, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring the foot forward in between the hands. Ground the back foot down. Inhale, extend the arms over the head, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Shoulders over the wrists, put the knees on the floor and go all the way down slowly with control. Upward facing, inhale, straight arms, lift the heart. Beautiful. Exhale, hips up and back, inverted V-shape position. Let's show another modification here. More stay in downward facing dog with knees bent. Beautiful. Another modification would be to put the knees on the floor and come to a child's pose. This would be one option if downward facing dog is too much, or tabletop is another option. Yes, both are beautiful modifications if downward facing dog is too much. Return to downward facing dog, Alice. Look to the front, step to the front of the mat and lift the chest. Exhale, fold from the hips. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms over the head, look up if you can. Exhale, return to Tadasana, hands to heart. Two more. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms over the head, look up if it's okay for the neck. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe keep the legs straight. If it's too much, bend the knees. Inhale, look up, straighten the spine, bend the knees, plant the hands and step both feet back. Shoulders over the wrist, one strong line, put the knees on the floor and go down slowly with control. Inhale, baby cobra, keep the hands where they are and push into the floor. Exhale, tuck the toes under, transition through tabletop and downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the foot forward in between the hands. Put the back foot down at 45. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, go down slowly. Baby cobra, push the hands into the floor, lift the heart, send the hips up and back into your inverted V shape. Inhale, extend the left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, step the foot forward in between the hands. Bring the arms over the head, high lunge or warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Step back and bend the elbows, go slowly all the way to the floor. We're modifying the chaturanga. Baby cobra, keep the hands where they are, lift the heart, exhale, push into the floor, tuck the toes under, transition through tabletop, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Press the hands into the floor. Make sure that the knuckle of the second finger is grounded. Relax the neck, look in between the knees. 3, the spine is long. 4, 5, look forward, inhale, step to the front of the mat and lift the heart. Exhale, fold, bend the knees a lot. Inhale, bend the knees even more. Utkatasana, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart, Tadasana. Straighten the legs. Last one. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms over the head. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold from the hips. Keep on bending the knees if you need to. Look up, straighten the knees this time, straight spine. Bend the knees, put the hands on the floor and step back. High plank, bring the shoulders over the wrists and go down slowly with control. Baby cobra, keep the hands where they are, lift the heart, send the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the foot forward in between the hands. If your foot is not coming in between the hands, you can grab it with the same hand and bring it forward. And let's keep the leg this time in high lunge. So inhale, we bring the arms over the head. Exhale, we put the hands down, we step back. High plank here, knees on the floor, we go down slowly. Inhale, lift the heart, elbows bent. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, we step it forward. If it doesn't come, we grab it and we place it here. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, hands on the floor. Step back, knees on the floor. We go down slowly with control. Inhale, push the hands into the floor. Exhale, transition through tabletop and downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent. Relax the neck. 4 more breaths here. 1. Open the feet a bit more. Nice. 2. Return to the breath with every opportunity you get. Realign the spine. Steady gaze in between the knees. And steady breath. Look to the front of the mat. Inhale, step to the front, as many steps as you need. Exhale, fold, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, bend the knees some more, reach the arms over the head. Exhale, hands to heart, straighten the legs, Tadasana. Open the feet at hip distance apart, hands on the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the knees and hold the big toes. Drop the head. 5 deep breaths here. So the weight is on all corners of the feet. The knees are bent, especially if the hamstrings are tight. But with each exhalation, you're slowly, over time, working towards straightening the knees. So you want to imagine that the sit bones are shooting high to the sky and the knees are slowly pushing back. But if hamstrings are tight, knees are bent. On the next inhalation, look forward, lift the chest. Exhale, stand on your palms and bend the knees some more and maybe bring the weight more forward. See this more as a wrist stretch rather than a hamstring stretch. So after all the sun salutations that we did, maybe this is a good time to press on your wrists and give yourself some massage. When you're ready, inhale, look to the front. Exhale, place the hands on the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, jump the feet together. Extended triangle. Take a step to your right. And the right foot is facing forward. Heel to arch alignment. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, place the hand on the shin. Look either forward or up at your hand. I will give Alice a block. If you have a block at home, you can place the block outside of the front foot. Push into the block, and you want to have the shoulders stacked one on top of the other. And it's really important in triangle to keep the spine over the front leg rather than being here in a 4-4. So the spine needs to be over the front leg. On the last exhalation, look down at your right foot. At least take the block with you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, change the feet. Inhale, arms out, lengthen. Exhale, grab shin or ankle. Beautiful. Look up. Extended triangle. So the back foot is either parallel to the back edge of the mat, like Moore has it, or it can also be slightly in, like Alice has the foot here. Both alignments are great. What you're trying to do in extended triangle is to open the hip. So this hip keeps on rolling open and the shoulders are stacked. On the last exhalation, look down. Inhale, come up. Face the back of the mat. Good. So now the back foot is coming in 45 degrees. Use the hands so that the hips face to the back of the mat. Left arm up, this arm up for you. Inhale, go forward and then twist to the right. More, place the hand on your foot, and Alice is keeping on using the block. So now the hips are facing the back of the mat. The back foot now is at 45 degrees. Back foot is grounded, especially the outside edge of the foot, and the front foot is really grounding through the inside arch. You're pressing with the bottom hand in your leg or into the block to open the chest. On the last exhalation, look down. Inhale, come up. Use the inhalation to come up. Face the front of the mat. Back foot 45. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, forward and twist. Either grab your leg, upper hand towards the ceiling. Find the balance. Again, the spine is over the front leg. The shoulders are stacked and the breath is long. On your last exhalation, look down. Inhale, come up, bring the feet parallel and the hands parallel. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. For the next posture, we take a bigger step. Inhale, take a bigger step to the right. Turn the right foot out to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee, place the hand on the thigh, at least place the hand on the block, maybe middle height or highest height, and now this hand comes over the ear. It's a deeper side body stretch than the previous one. Stay and breathe. 1. So one nice straight line of energy from the back foot to the upper hand. 3. Keep the front knee over the heel, and long inhalation and long even exhalation. On the last exhalation, look down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn the right foot in, left foot forward. Extra breath. Inhale, arms parallel. Exhale, bend the knee, take the hand either on the block or over the thigh. 5 deep breaths here. And again, just like in a triangle, we're trying to open the hip. Nice. I have my yoga students here. We're in week 3 of the teacher training in Evia Island. Almost done with the course. Good. Look down. Inhale, come up. Use the breath to bring you up. Now turn to face the back of the mat and put the back knee down. Put the back knee down. Left arm will come up. Left arm will come up. Inhale and twist to the right. Let's keep the hands in Namaste. One option can be with the knee bent. Maybe Alice can stay with the knee bent. More, if you can, straighten the leg. And you look towards the beautiful sea. There are not too many twists in the primary series of Ashtanga, so we really want to take advantage of these very few twists that are there to massage the internal organs and to stretch the intercostal muscles. That should be about 5 breaths. Look down, inhale, come up, and change sides. Turn to face this way, put the back knee down, right arm will come up, and twist to your left. Hook the elbow outside of the front knee. So option 1, knee on the floor. Option 2, back leg straight. Upper palm is pressing into the lower palm so that the hands eventually come in between the chest. On the last exhalation, look down. Inhale, come up, feet parallel, arms parallel. The exhalation brings you to the top of the mat. Take a breath here, ground yourself. Prasarita positions. Let's take 2 instead of 4. Take a big step to your right. Place the hands on the hips, toes slightly in. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, go down and put the hands on the floor at shoulder width apart. And relax the neck. Open the hands some more. Good. So in all 4 folds, we want the spine to be nice and straight. Legs are straight. We're stretching the hamstrings. Good. While relaxing. 4 folds are calming. 2 more breaths. Steady gaze. On the next inhalation, look forward. Exhale, put the hands on the hips. Inhale, come up. Exhale, relax the hands on the thighs. Second position, inhale, arms out. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, go down and keep the hands where they are. Imagine that you want to bring the elbows together towards one another. This is a beautiful shoulder opener. Good. The legs are straight. Try not to round the back here. We want the front of the torso to be almost as long as the back of the torso in all standing 4 folds. If you feel you're rounding the back, look more forward. On the next inhalation, press into the heels and use the inhalation to bring you all the way up and step to the front of the mat, Tadasana. So we skipped 2 Prasarita Padottanasana. Parshvottanasana. Let's modify the hands by grabbing only elbows or triceps. Take the right step to the back of the mat. Face the back of the mat. Back leg is 45 degrees in. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, go over the right leg, but go down only as long as you can keep the front of the torso nice and long. If you're feeling yourself round in the back, just look a few centimeters in front of your front foot. Stay 3 more breaths, girls. 1. Again, a really nice chest opener. 2. 3. Inhale, come up. Exhale, face the front of the mat. Hips are facing forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, go over the front leg, only to the point where you can keep your spine nice and straight. If this is too much for the hamstrings, let's show another modification. We can bend the front knee slightly. If the hamstrings are tight, this is a really nice modification. 2 more breaths. And on the next inhalation, come up and step to the front of the mat. Now we have 2 postures on one leg. Bring the weight on the left leg and bring the right knee up. Right knee up. Place this hand on the hip and look forward. 5 breaths here. It's windy here, so really ground through the bottom foot. Find something steady for the eyes. Ground through the inside arch of the front foot. On the next exhalation, take the leg to your right. Look to the left if you can. Otherwise, look forward. If balancing on one leg is too much, you can also put one hand on the wall and work the posture from here. Bring the leg to the center. Inhale, bring the leg to the center. Let's grab it with both hands and maybe kiss the knee. Thank you, knee. Hands to hips. 5 breaths here. I think now we can extend the leg. So let's extend it for 5 breaths. This is closer to the actual posture. 2, stay, 3 more breaths. 3, 4, maybe inhale, lift higher. Exhale, set the foot down. Good. Balance on the right leg. Lift the left knee up. Inhale. Look forward. Steady gaze. Focus on the standing leg. So in the standing leg, the right standing leg, you want it to be nice and straight, just like it is in mountain pose. Inhale here, exhale, take the leg, open the hip to the left. Either look forward if balance is tricky, or look over the right shoulder. Your choice where you look. Inhale, bring the knee to the center. Exhale, thank you, left knee. Inhale, exhale, straighten the leg, elbows back. Try not to lean back. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift higher and release. Maybe shake the legs. The next posture is a really deep hip opener, so we're definitely modifying the next one. Bring your right leg into a figure 4, flex the right foot, bend the standing leg slightly and bring the hands to the heart. 5 breaths here. So gently, gently, this knee, without pushing it, is going towards the floor. As long as you can breathe into the right hip and go for some sensations in the right hip, you're doing the posture correctly. 1 more breath. Come to standing and release the right leg. Bring the weight on your right leg, lift this leg up, flex the foot, place it on top of the right knee, bend the right knee slightly, hands to heart, look forward, 5 breaths. So again, focus on the standing leg, the right knee, do not press on the knee, do not press on the knee, just imagine that it wants to move towards the floor. And slowly the hip will open. Inhale, come up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, bring the arms over the head. Maybe press the palms. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees, relax the neck. Inhale, look up, hands on the shins, straight spine, straight knees. Bend the knees, put the hands on the floor, step back. Shoulders over the wrists and go down slowly with control. Baby cobra, push into the hands to lift the heart. Exhale, transition through downward facing dog. Look to the front of the mat, either step or jump. Utkatasana, 5 breaths. Bend the knees a lot, bring the hands towards the sky, either palms together or hands at shoulder width. Let's squeeze the knees together. Feet together and knees together and tailbone in. 2 more breaths. Stay with knees bent, lower belly in, and steady breath. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, look up, extend the spine, bend the knees, put the hands on the floor, step back. High plank, shoulders over the wrists, and lower slowly down, all the way down, slowly with control. Nice. Baby cobra, push the hands into the floor to lift the heart. Exhale, hips up and back into your downward facing. Warrior sequence. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward in between the hands. More, you can keep the back foot as it is, yes, and maybe at least do warrior one. Hands over towards the sky. You can keep the hands either like this or like this. More, keep the hands like this in a high lunge position, so both are fine. Warrior one can be a bit tricky in the beginning, so high lunge is more accessible. This position of the leg is more accessible, the high lunge. From here, inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, pivot on the feet and face the back of the mat. More, stay in high lunge. Nice. Ali stays in warrior one. 5 deep breaths. Look forward or up if that's okay for the neck. 2. 3, front knees bent. 4, 5. Open the hips to warrior 2. Keep the left foot where it is. Warrior 2 first on the left side. Good. Bigger step. Look at your middle finger. And breathe. 3 more breaths here. So we're not really modifying this posture. There's not much to modify. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Change feet. Front foot is facing forward. Back foot is either parallel to the back edge of the mat, like more has it, or toes slightly in. Both are good alignment. Make sure you can see 2 toes. 1 more breath. Cartwheel the hands, step the right leg back. High plank as you breathe in. Exhale, go slowly down. Let's do an upward facing dog. Hands by the rib cage. Downward facing dog. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Let's sit down. More had to leave to read for her final exam, so I'm taking over with Alice. Hands next to the hips. Flex the feet. Bring the chin in. If this is too much for the legs, you can keep the knees bent. Actually, I will keep the knees bent here. Keep the spine nice and straight. Press the hands into the floor, shoulders away from the ears, lower belly in. Just ground yourself here. If you have a strap, grab the strap. Otherwise, Alice will keep her knees bent for this one. I will work with the strap. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold over the legs. 5 deep breaths in Paschimottanasana. So it's important here that the spine is nice and long. We don't want to be straight legs and the spine like this. It's better to have bent knees and nice and long spine. Or if you have a strap, the legs can be straight, but also the spine needs to be straight. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, maybe go deeper, a bit deeper. Maybe grab the outside edges of the feet or walk a few centimeters on the strap. The drishti, the gaze is forward so that the spine is nice and long and the chest remains open. 2 more breaths. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release the feet, release the strap. Cross one foot on top of the other. Put the hands in front of the hips and just lift the hips for 1 breath. Sit down. Heels close to the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, go down slowly. Baby cobra, keep the hands where they are and the elbows bent. Transition through tabletop and push the hips up and back. 1 leg forward, The other one comes forward. First, we reset into Dandasana. Hands a few centimeters behind the pelvis. Bend the knees. Reverse tabletop. Inhale here. So you can keep the chin in, the way I am, or you can have the head back like Alice is. Hips up and back. Knees over the ankles. 2 more breaths. And slowly pelvis down. Cross, lift. This works on the strength. Exhale to sit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, go down. Knees or no knees. Push the hands into the floor. Lift the heart. Transition through tabletop. And to your dog. Look forward. One leg forward. Then the other. Sit the buttocks down. So now we have a half lotus, which we're definitely modifying. Right leg will come into figure 4. Lean back and bring the other heel towards the buttocks. Chest towards the calf. Open chest. Knee away from the chest and breathe. The more you breathe, the more the muscles will relax. Straight spine, a steady gaze at one point, and focus on the breath. Focus on the breath having even inhalation and even exhalation. Release. Let's do just one cross and lift. Cross, lift. Sit the buttocks down and change legs. Left leg comes into figure 4. Bring this towards the buttocks. Doesn't have to touch. And breathe. 1, 2, 3. Open the chest. 4, 5. Let go. Cross. Inhale to lift, to work on the core. Exhale to sit down. Inhale in high plank. Exhale, lower down. Baby cobra. Push the hands into the floor. Transition through tabletop. Send the hips up and back. One leg comes forward. The other follows. We sit the buttocks down. Trianga Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. Try saying that. Alice is going to sit on a block. It's going to sit on the block. One leg is bent. I will grab the strap and we lean over the front leg. Again, in all these forward folds, we want the spine to be nice and long instead of being rounded. We rounded enough over computers and cell phones, so when we come on the mat, we need to open the chest, do the opposite movements. There are not many back bends in the series, so there are many forward folds, but we're not rounding the back. We're opening the chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release the foot. A safe way to exit this position is just to lean back like this and then come to the center. Cross and lift to work on the core. Exhale to sit. Lean to your right. We're changing sides. Left leg comes into the position. Exhale, we fold over the right leg now, which is nice, flex and active. Again, open the chest. Look beyond the toe, belly in. Maybe with each exhale we go lower, but we're not rounding the back. You can use the strap to pull yourself closer to the foot. One more breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let go of the foot. Lean back. Exit safely out of the position. Cross the left leg on top. Inhale to lift. Exhale, we'll lower down. Baby cobra, lift the heart, elbows bent. Transition through tabletop, hips up and back. Look forward, one leg, the other follows. Again, we reset into Dandasana. Janu Sirsasana A. Right foot comes in the left inner thigh. Alice can have the left leg slightly bent. I will use the strap. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold in the direction of the left leg. 5 breaths here. Do not press on the knee. If the knee is high, just let it be here. If the knee is sensitive, you can put a block under the knee. But if the knee doesn't hurt, just let it be drawn by the gravity to the floor. One more breath. Inhale, head up. Exhale, let go of the foot or the strap. Cross the right foot on top of the left. Just one inhalation. Maybe you can lift the front foot. And then we sit down. We change legs. Left leg comes into the position. If it helps, you can take an extra breath here. And then you fold over the leg. You can bend the knee. You can grab the shin or the ankle. So it's a slight twist over the right leg. One more breath. On the last inhalation, look up, straight elbows. Exhale, let go of the foot. Let's take the vinyasa. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we sit down. Hands on the mat. High plank as we breathe in, maybe knees or no knees. We go down slowly with control. Inhale, push into the floor. Tabletop dog. Look to the front. One leg to the front, then the other, and we sit down. Again, we reset into Dandasana. Maybe we take one breath here to catch our breath. Janu Sirsasana B. So for this one, we take the previous position and one hand forward, one hand back. We lift the pelvis and we sit on our heel. We point the foot and we close the knee slightly. The knee is sealed. And we fold over the front leg. Janu B. 5 deep breaths here. Again, you can work with a strap, or you can grab the shin, or you can bend the knee. So the torso is coming over the left leg, which is in Dandasana. Straight leg, flex active. One more breath. Inhale, look up, straighten the elbows. Exhale, release the posture, lean back, sit down. Lolasana to work on the core. Maybe lift one foot, maybe both. We sit down. The left leg, so first we seal the knee and then we release the knee on the floor. One hand forward, one hand back, lift and sit on the heel. Bring the knee slightly in. Alice is on a block, I'm sitting on my foot. And we lean over the front leg, which is nice and straight and active. The foot is not like this. 5 breaths in Janu Sirsasana B. 2. Shoulders as much as they can, they're equal distance from the floor. 4. And the gaze is beyond the toes to open the chest. 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let go of the foot. We cross the left leg on top because we did a posture on the left. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we sit down. Inhale in high plank, knees on the floor, go down slowly. Lift the heart by pressing the hands into the floor. Tabletop, downward facing dog. Look forward, step, step, sit, straighten the legs, reset into Dandasana. We're skipping the next posture and we go straight to Marichyasana A. We bend the right leg. Maybe Alice can hold the front foot. If you can do internal rotation and grab the back hand, do so. Otherwise, you can also modify with the strap. So 5 breaths here. This ankle is right under the knee. Sometimes I see students in Marichyasana with the foot like this and the knee misaligned. So just make sure that you have enough space here and that the heel is under the knee. 2 more breaths. The right sit bone is up in this position. 1, 2. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let go. Cross and lift, right leg on top, lift whatever is possible and sit down. Left leg comes into the position, heel under the knee. Maybe this helps to lengthen first and then go forward. So option 1 and then option 2 is to catch a strap. Wherever we are, we keep the chest open. And again, shoulders equidistant from the floor. With each exhalation, maybe we go deeper, but we don't go down. You need to think forward and down, not down. So first is forward. 1 more breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let go. Cross, left leg on top. Inhale, lift, work on that core. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lift the bum. Exhale, go down. Press the hands into the floor. Transition through tabletop and to downward facing dog. Marichyasana B. Step to the front. Maybe catch your breath here. Reset. We're going to modify again B because it has a half lotus. Let's put the left leg into a figure 4 and then we lean back. We did this before, it's familiar. Left foot is flexed. We're trying to push the chest close to the calf. And we breathe. Hip openers require a lot of time. And the Ashtanga sequence is really working on the hamstrings and on the hips. But some postures require months or maybe even years. Half lotus requires a lot of practice. So it's really good to start the practice from where you are and just enjoy the journey. Straighten the legs. Just cross and lift for the core. Exhale to sit. We change sides. Right leg in figure 4. And breathe. Sometimes one hip is more open than the other. That's fine. We come to the mat to bring balance into the body, and the smart practitioner actually works on their weaknesses. They strengthen the weaknesses rather than working on whatever is most pleasurable to us. 1 more breath. Straighten, straighten. Left leg on top. Inhale, lift, use the core. Exhale to sit. 1 more, lift, take the legs back, lower down. Baby cobra, lift the heart, tuck the toes under, dog. Marichyasana C. step, step, sit, extend the legs. Right leg is bent. Again, heel under the knee. We twist to the right. This hand can come back. Left leg is flexed, nice and strong. We're trying to lengthen the spine. Use that hand not to lean back. So keep the spine perpendicular to the floor. Look over the right shoulder. And use the exhalation to twist deeper. On the next exhalation, look forward. Let go of the foot, cross and lift to work on the core. Exhale to sit, change sides. So twists are opposite hand to opposite knee, yeah? I'm not twisting like this. Opposite hand to opposite knee. Spine is nice and long. Use the bandhas to stay nice and straight. Find a steady gazing point for the eyes. This is a great concentration tool that we can also use off the mat. And with the next exhalation, look to the front. Cross, left leg on top. Inhale, lift. Exhale to sit. Inhale, one more. Exhale, go down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hips up and back. Look to the front. Step, step. Straighten the legs. Marichyasana D. So this pose has a half lotus and a twist. We're going to take the left leg in figure 4. This will come next to the buttocks. And then we twist to our right. So this can be one option, or like this, depends on how deep you can go into the twist, or this is also fine. Actually, I can stay here. Again, nice and long spine. Use the hand to push back. Look somewhere steady for the eyes. And then look to the front. Straighten the right leg, then the left. Cross and lift. Use the core. Sit down. Change sides. Right leg, right. Left leg bends, and we twist to the left. So if you cannot put the tricep against the foot, just hold on to the foot and twist to your left. 2 more breaths. We're enjoying the view. The teacher training is over in a few days. I'm gonna miss this view. Alice? Yeah. Look to the front, straighten the left leg, then the right, cross and lift. Inhale, lift. Exhale to sit. Vinyasa. So vinyasa keeps the body warm. You wouldn't want to do one pose after another without the vinyasa in between. We look to the front, we step, and we sit. Let's do Navasana 3 times, 5 breaths. So total 15 breaths. A discount in Navasana. So knees bent. Alice is keeping the back of the legs, which is a super nice modification. This is also another modification. Wherever you are, you want to keep the spine nice and long. We never sacrifice the length of the spine. Cross, inhale, lift. Exhale, we sit. Second round, 1, 2. We look at the toes. Of course, if the toes are here, we're not here, right? We lift the toes. 4, 5. Cross, inhale, lift. Exhale, sit. Last round. 1. A deeper modification would be straight legs and hands holding on to the thighs. Eventually you want to have straight legs and straight spine, but not straight legs and rounded spine. One more breath. Cross, inhale, lift. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to skip a few postures now. We move on to Baddha Konasana. Step, step, and sit down. Feet together, elbows close to the torso. Inhale, lift the heart. Create space, go forward and then down if possible. So you want to think forward, don't think going down because you might round the spine, so the direction is forward. Steady gaze at the beautiful wooden floor here in Evia silence. One more breath. Then we come up. Now it's time to round the back as much as we can. We try to put the top of the head on top of the feet. 5 breaths here. You can adjust yourself with your elbows on your thighs to open the hips. Look at the nose or the belly button and round the back. This is the time to round the back as much as you can. On the inhalation, look up. Exhale, close your knees. Cross the feet. Inhale, lift. Shoulders over the wrists. Step back. Go down slowly. Inhale, press the hands into the floor. Exhale, dog. Look forward. Step one foot, then the other. Sit the buttocks down. Upavista. Open the legs to the right and to the left. Hold on to the outside edges of the feet or ankles. And again, think of going forward. In all 4 folds, we want to maintain the length of the torso and not round the spine. One more breath. Inhale, head up. Exhale, let go. Vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Shoulders over the wrist. Core is working. Exhale, go down slowly. Baby cobra. Inverted V-shape position. Let's do a short finishing sequence. Step, step, lay down on the back. So instead of taking shoulder stand, which is a bit more advanced asana, I would say, we're just going to take the legs towards the sky. Viparita Karani. We can put the hands under the hips and stay here for a few breaths. We still take the benefits of an inversion. This is more of a mild inversion. Shoulder stand is a deeper one. If you're new to yoga or new to the Ashtanga practice, I would suggest this one. And then bend the knees. A gentle halasana. Hands on the hips. Now the hands come on the lower back. Legs can be bent. Do not move the head from right to left. Take the chin away from the chest. Legs either straight if the hamstring can straighten or slightly bent. Calm the breath down. Focus on the fluidity of the breath. And draw the senses inward. Slowly roll onto the spine. We'll take fish posture. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Bring the hands under the glutes Elbows close to the torso. Lift the upper torso from the floor and put the top of the head on the floor. So head is on the floor, not hanging. Elbows are pressing. Rib cage is open. Flex the feet, point the feet, point the feet. You can look at the nose or a few feet away from you. To come out of the pose, press the elbows into the floor, lift the upper torso, and slowly lay down. Maybe bring the knees to the chest just to massage the lower back. So we did a super short finishing sequence. The traditional finishing sequence is longer. There's also a headstand and 3 full wheels, but this one is perfect for beginners. Let's take Shavasana for a few minutes. Relax the feet, lay down on the back. Palms out, shoulders externally rotated. Maybe chin slightly in so that the back of the neck is long. Normal breathing in and out through the nose without having to think of how you have to breathe. Notice the effects of the practice. Notice how the body has expanded. And use the breath as your anchor. Come back to the breath with every opportunity you get. Let the body be heavy. And if the mind starts to wander around, just bring it back to the breath. Slowly start to wiggle the fingertips, the toes, maybe the ankles, the wrists. Move your head from left to right, small movements. Maybe stretch your arms over the head, maybe point the feet. Anything that your body needs at the moment, take that movement. Bend the knees, roll onto the right side of the body. Push the floor first with the left hand, then with the right. Come to the top of the mat, hands to the heart center. Be thankful for the practice that you just did, for the body that you have. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. Namaste.